Hello guys, thank you for joining. Get ready for a nice big leg burner and a nice bit of core as well.
Let's
Enjoy.
just go for our nice big stretches of the side and the lats. Good, getting as low as you can with that base arm. Perfect, and in for a twist. Now just move that arm up above as you twist, above that head. Back into the twist and reach above. Perfect, okay, let's go for the neck. So just hand coming over, holding for a couple of seconds, and then swapping. Good, keep moving with this. Good, and we'll just move up and down with the head, so chin to chest, and then chin up to the ceiling or sky. And just looking left and right. So chin to shoulder. Perfect, let's roll those shoulders. Just let those arms nice and loose. We're just going to draw circles with the shoulders as big as you can. Right up to the ears and then dropping down to the floor. Good, change direction. Into shrug, so squeezing up to the shoulders and then pressing down. Let's get a couple of deep breaths in here, so inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, drop. Inhale up. Exhale, drop. One more, inhale up. Exhale, drop. Perfect. If you can, come into cross legs if possible, or as close to as you can. And we're just going to walk forwards with the hands, drop in the back, and let's just rock left and right. It's a really nice one for the lower back. Dropping the chin down to the chest. Yeah, now we're going to walk the hands all the way to one side. And drop down as low as you can, really trying to find that stretch in the lower back. And then when you're ready, walking over to the other side with the hands. And just switching whenever you feel like you need to, a couple of seconds each side. Letting the body ease into the stretch before you switch. Perfect. Okay, bringing it back up to the centre. Let's go for feet together. Let's get into the hips a little bit. So soles of the feet together. You're going to cup under your feet if you can, or if you need to, just holding on to the legs. And you're going to pull your body down. What I want you to do is keep your back flat. So instead of pulling down and curling down like this, you're going to pull down and lead with your chest. And you should feel that stretch coming through the legs and then relax back up. So pulling down, lead with your chest, and then back up. Good, one more. Keep leading with that chest. Perfect. Okay, into our hamstrings. So you're going to bring both legs out in front. We're going to reach down, drop in the back this time. Reach down as low as you can to the toes, and then slowly coming back up. Coming down, find the stretch, couple of seconds, and then driving back up. Hopefully you're getting a tiny bit lower each time. Good, now you're going to bend one leg slightly, just so from the side. Lift up one leg slightly so you're not totally bent, you're just a little bit bent on one side. Now we're going to focus on the straight leg, so you're going to lean all your weight over to that straight leg, and it should allow you to come down a little bit deeper to give a bit more of a stretch on that straight side. Hopefully you can get down maybe towards your ankle or to your toes, and you're just going to give the foot or the leg a little bit of a pull and then come back up. Perfect. Okay, swap sides. So slightly bend the other leg, then dropping down to that straight leg and back up. Good. One more dropping down. Perfect. Okay, into the hips, into our 90-90. So make sure you've got a nice big gap between the front heel and the back knee. So you've got a really big gap here. And we're going to go for 3 points. So the first point is going to be at that front leg. You're going to drop your weight down and you're going to come back up. The second point is going to be in between those legs. So you're going to reach, keeping the knees on the floor, back up to centre, and then the third point is going to be twist into that back leg. Good, and we'll go back to that second point in between. Good, back to that first point, getting down as low as you can. When you're ready, move in between all 3 points. One more time. Perfect. Okay, this time we'll do a little bit of mobility, a bit of range, so keep your legs in the same place. You're going to bring your hand either side of that front leg, and you're going to flatten the foot of the front leg and then bring it back down. Nice one, guys. This time you're going to try and lift up the leg and then drop it down. You need to use your core for this. If you can, I want you to try and lift your hands off the floor whilst you do it. Squeeze your core. Perfect, well done. Good, okay, let's focus on that back leg. So we're going to open and then drop. Open and drop, and you're trying to get the foot flat on the floor and the knee open. Good. This time you're going to try and lift up the back leg and drop. If that's too hard, just go back to that opener here, and over time you will build up the strength to lift that leg up. This is also really good for the core, so if you squeeze your core on the side as that leg is coming up. Again, see if you can do it without the hands. Nice one, guys. Okay, swap over. Ready for a nice stretch on the other side. So we'll start with our 3-point stretch. So you're going to go to the front leg, drop down as low as you can, and then we'll go to the second point, so in between the legs. And then the third point, so twisting to that back leg. And back to the second point in between. Good, and just moving in your own time. Feel free to stay in one place a bit longer if you feel like your body needs it. One more. Good. Okay, let's go for our mobility. So you're going to bring the front knee up and then back down. Just get some movement through that hip. Good. Okay, now we're going to try and lift up the leg. And if you can, we're going straight for those hands off. Squeeze the core, make sure you're using your core. This can be a core exercise as well. Perfect. Okay, back leg focus. You're going to open and then drop. Put your hands on the floor, but if you can, just lifting that back leg up and then dropping back down. Nice, guys. Using the core, the side of the core here, the oblique, squeeze as that leg comes up. Perfect. Brilliant. Okay, let's get in. As we're doing lots of leg work today, we'll get in, make sure we get a bit more into the hips. So just into our lunge position. We're going to bring it down as low as you can. Hold for a couple of seconds, and then you're going to shoot back and stretch that hamstring. Hold for a couple of seconds. So just move in between these two. Down as low as you can. And then back. Okay, this time when you're coming into your lunge, you're going to bring those hands inside. We're going to go for our openers with the chest. One hand coming down, one hand opening, and then swap. Really trying to get a nice big twist and stretch that chest. Good, well done. Okay, let's swap those legs around into a lunge on the other side. You're coming into that deep lunge position, finding the tension through the hip, holding for a couple of seconds, and then when you're ready, bringing it back into that hamstring stretch. Okay, when you're ready, let's get into that chest. So hand coming down, let's open. Nice guys, one more each side, really trying to get a nice big twist. I'm reaching for that ceiling, looking up to the ceiling. Perfect, okay, well done. Let's move on to the back. We'll do some nice back stretches and then I think we're ready to get our core activated. So just lying on your back, we'll get some twists in. So you're going to go for right leg straight up, left leg straight down. And we're just going to move left and right with this leg. So you're going to go all the way to one side, touch the floor if you can, and then all the way to the other side. Keeping the chest neutral, so looking up to the ceiling and keeping those shoulders planted on the floor if you can. Okay, swap legs, exactly the same, but with the left leg coming over. Nice big twist, keep those arms on the floor. Hopefully getting a few nice clicks coming through. Good. Okay, let's just hug the knees. So just pull those knees up and just go for a little bit of rocking on your back before we get into the glutes. Okay, let's cross that ankle, our usual glute stretch, hamstring, but if you can, skip to the shin and then pull those legs in, dropping your head down. And just go for little rocks left and right. Now I want you to try and pull it in and out, so you try and hug the legs closer to the body and then relax them away. Hug closer, relax them away. So tightening the stretch and then loosening the stretch. Good, swap sides. Other leg coming over. Hamstring, if you can, jump to the shin and then hug those legs in, find the stretch, and we'll go for our rocks left and right. Hopefully getting some tension out of that glute. We'll go for our pulling in and out, so you're going to hug the knees even tighter and then relax them down. Hug in and relax down. Perfect. Okay, well done. So let's get into some core. Just have a look, checking the time. You're going to lie on your back. So we're going to start right from the beginning. We're going to start with some pelvic tilt, just to make sure we're definitely getting that core engaged before we're working it. So you're going to lie on your back And I want you can probably feel there's a bit of a gap under your lower back and the floor. You could probably fit a hand there. I want you to be really aware of that and close that gap. So I want you to bring the tailbone under the body and press that lower back into the floor, into the mat as much as you can, so you can't get anything under that back. Keep pressing. You should feel all the muscles tighten through the front of your core. Now I want you to relax that. So I want you to create that gap. So your tailbone is out and you've got that gap. Now I want you to close it again. So squeeze, close that gap, press your lower back into the floor. Keep squeezing. And relax. Okay, this time we're going to move the legs with it. So you're going to close the gap and then you're going to lift up your legs, but you're going to keep them straight. So if you just have a little look at what I'm going to do, you're going to close the gap, press down and then lift the legs slightly off the floor, and you'll probably feel a little bit of a shake in your core. Hold for a few seconds and then relax, okay? We'll do it together. Ready, go. Press that lower back down, lift up those legs, keep them straight. Hopefully you're getting a bit of a shake through that core. Legs down, press that back down into the mat. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good. Okay, one more time, let's go. Tailbone under, press that lower back into the mat. 3, 2, 1, lift up those legs. As low as you can, find that shake. Press your back into the floor. Keep pressing it. 3, 2, 1, relax. Good, well done. Okay, let's go for some alternating work. So you're going to bring your legs up in a bent position. Arms up as well. We're going to straighten the left leg and the right arm. And then you're going to swap. Still focusing on that flat lower back. I want you to make sure your head is off the floor as well and your shoulders. And relax. Good, now let's go for some full leg raises. So you're going to bring your legs up. I'd recommend putting the palms of your hands on the floor. So arms flat. And you're going to drop down with the legs all the way down as low as you can and then drive back up. Trying to get as close as you can to the floor without resting on the floor. You might be able to just tap it without letting any of your weight go. Doing good, guys. Keep it nice and slow and controlled. Two more. And relax, hug those knees. Good. Okay, a little bit more in this position. We're going to go for some hollow holds. So the scaled version of a hollow hold, the easier version, is to have bent legs. And you're going to have your arms up and your shoulders and your head need to be off the floor. And when I say rest, you rest. When I say up, you come back up. The harder version is straight legs. When I say rest, you drop. And when I say up, you come back up, okay? Take a breath. If you start to feel your lower back, make sure you bend those legs. Lifting in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Head and shoulders off the floor. 3, 2, 1, rest. If that was too easy, make sure you go up a level. Maybe bring the legs lower, or maybe straighten the legs if you've got them bent. And also just make sure those arms are back by your ears. They're not over towards the ceiling, they're back by your ears. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, lift. Shoulders up, head up, legs as straight as you can. Press that lower back into the floor. 3, 2, 1, relax. Well done, guys. 2 more of those. Again, make sure you level up if it's too easy. We're not here to pick the easy route. Make sure you've got your own challenge. Okay, 3, 2, 1, lift. Press that lower back down. Legs as low as you can. Arms back by the ears. You can't see your arms. 3, 2, 1, drop. 1 more. Any lower back pain, bend those legs. Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, lift. Come on, guys, you got it. Rest. Ah, nice. Grab yourselves a little drink. Well done, guys. Tiny little bit more core from seated, and then we'll get into those legs. So, seated position. You're going to lean back, stop, find the point in which you have control, but you can still feel the core turned on. And then we're going to go for our raising the arms and then dropping the arms. Good, and relax. Okay, this time we're going for a twist instead. So you're going to lean back, find that point of control, and you're going to go for a slow twist, really, really slow. Trying to pull that arm, so I'm trying to pull this top arm with my bottom hand as far as I can, and then I'm going to pull my top arm with my bottom arm as far as I can the other side, while still leaning back. It's a really good one for the obliques coming around the waist. You just got to make sure you're leaning back as far as you can without falling back. And relax. Okay, into our split V's, then we'll have a rest on the core. So you're going to bring it down, split, opposite, drop, opposite, drop. If you need to, just scale it down to try and get towards the knees, but make sure you're trying to lift up that upper body off the floor. Let's go. Keep going, guys, doing so well. 5, 4, 3, 1, relax. Oh, nice work. You're going to roll over onto hands and knees and we're going to get straight into the legs. So we'll go for our pulses. So you're going to have the bent leg and you're going to pulse it up, leading with that heel. Now keep the leg up. You're going to straighten and bend like a hamstring curl. Keep forcing that leg up towards the ceiling as much as you can. Good, all the way in, knee to nose, and then back up, bent leg. Good, swap sides, onto the other leg, straight into your pulses. Straighten and bend. Keep that leg up as high as you can. Into the nose, knee to nose, and back out bent. Perfect, okay, nice. Legs should be feeling a little bit warm now. We're going to go up into standing. Just shake the legs off a little bit. Get into your lunge position. So just a standard lunge position. We're not coming in too narrow and we're not super wide. Back heel is off the floor. You're just going to drop down to the floor if you can, nice and controlled, and then back up. Perfect. Now we're going to add in a little bit of pulse work. So you're going to drop it down as low as you can and pulse for 3, 2, 1, up. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, up. Good. Last one. Well then, swap. Straight into just up and down to start. Get this leg nice and warmed up. Okay, in 12 pulses. 3 pulses at the bottom and up. Looking good, guys. Keep them nice and low. Keep that chest proud. One more. Good, shake it off. We'll go into our side lunges. So we worked on this the other week. I just want to point out again the placement of the tailbone. So instead of coming down into your side lunge and keeping the bum under the body, show you from the side like this. You can't really get anywhere. What you to do is stick the bum back. So it's like you're stretching the hamstrings, and then you're going to drop. Bum back like you're stretching the hamstrings, and then drop. Bum back, lunge to the side, and up. Okay, so nice wide stance. Bum back, and to one side. And if you're not quite getting down low enough, just keep thinking, push that bum behind the body. Nice work. More. As low as you can. Nice, shake it off. Very good. Okay, from here, I think we're probably ready for our sumo squats. So again, nice wide stance. Down into the middle. So make sure it's as wide as possible. Toes are out to the side. Let's add our pulse. 3, 2, 1, up. Perfect. 3, 2, 1, up. Two more. Good, shake it off. Grab a little drink if you want one. Okay, we're going to go for our balance practice, and then I think we'll bring it down and go for some glute bridge work. So one leg, you're going to bring up, then you're going to drop it back, kick back, and then back up. Okay, we're going to focus on that same leg for now. Make sure that back is nice and flat. You're bringing your leg up and you're bringing your chest down. Good. I want you to try and think about bending that base leg a little bit more. So we're getting a bit of weight through that base leg. So as you start to kick the leg back, bend that base leg. Good, one more on this side. Perfect, okay, swap around. Exactly the same on this side. Start to bend that base leg if you're not already, as you're kicking back. Get some nice bit of weight through that glute and quad and the hamstring. You might even be feeling it in the calf as well. It's a really good ankle strengthener. So that calf is probably working hard. Okay, last one. Nice, well done. Okay, bring it back down into glute bridge position. So feet shoulder width. You're just going to push that bum up and then drop it down. We're going to practice a glute bridge hold. So you're going to push up and hold until I say, if you can. Ready, go. Squeeze those glutes. Make sure that tailbone's coming under the body. Drive the floor with your heels. Strong knees, make sure those knees are pushing out. They're not caving in. Keep trying to find that bum. Just check your bum's not falling down to the floor. Keep pushing it up. And relax. Good, into some pulses, so bring it back up. Let's go for pulses in that top range. Tiny, tiny movements. Good, stay up. We're going to try and go for some hip dips from here. So what you're going to do is stay up, but you're going to drop one hip down and you're going to push it back up. Then you're going to drop the other hip down and push it back up. So one glute is sort of traveling towards the floor slightly, and then you're going to push up. And then other glute travels to the floor slightly and then push up. Nice one, guys, keep it going. One at a time, coming down towards the floor, rocking the hip. Keeping one hip up all the time. Hopefully they're starting to get a nice burn now through those glutes. Okay, stay up, hold, push, push, push. Now open the feet out into sumo stance as wide as you can. Keep forcing that bum off the floor. Pulses here, up and down, tiny movements. And relax. Nice, stretch out those legs. Give them a little bit of a shake. Well done. Okay, I think it's time to get into our nice stretch. I'm going to bring the music down. Grab yourselves a drink if you want a drink. Okay. We'll start with the glutes as we've just given them a nice burnout. So we'll go for our pigeon position. So one leg kicking back. And then pigeon in front, crossing in front, and then you're going to drop down towards the floor. Dropping that head down if you can. Okay, slowly coming back up, keeping that leg in front. You're going to bring your back leg around. If you can, get that foot flat on the floor, and then you're going to go for a twist from here. And if you can deepen this stretch, I want you to try and scoop the foot and stack the knees if possible, and then you're going to drop down towards the knees. If you are in this position, you're going for your chin or forehead to that top knee. If you can't get into that position, don't worry, just stay in that twist. Okay, when you're ready, bring yourselves up and unravel. We're going to swap, so that top leg is now going to come down and be the base of the pigeon. When you're ready, bring it down, relaxing into the stretch. Okay, when you're ready, coming back up, let's bring that back leg round into our twist to start. And when you're ready, if you can, let's stack those legs and drop down. Good. Okay, bringing yourselves up when you're ready. We're going to go for a hamstring stretch and a bit of a back stretch at the same time. So you're going to drop down to one leg, and then if you can, you're going to bring the arm over the top. Good, and now relax and just look towards that leg with your head and your body and drop both hands down onto that leg. Okay, rolling back up. Let's swap those legs over. Make sure you take a breath in as you come up. Let's go down and then arm over the top. And relax down to that leg. Both hands coming down to the leg. Head coming down, chest coming down. Good, rolling back up. And bringing it over onto hands and knees, we'll go for our upper body twist. So let's just go for an arm coming through the gap, head down. And open that same arm up to the ceiling. And if you can, you're going to bend the arm and bend it round the back. Good, okay, bring that hand back down. We're going to repeat on the other side. So this arm's going to come through the gap. Head and shoulder coming down to the floor. Bring the arm up to the ceiling, take a breath in and bend the arm behind the body if you can. Good, and relax, and we're just going to sit back into child's pose. Splitting the knees, arms out in front, dropping the head down and bringing that bum down to the feet. And just take a few breaths here. Good, and slowly walking back up, just so we finish how we started on the knees. and into a neck stretch. So just bringing the hand over the head. Swapping sides when you're ready.
I hope you enjoyed the class. Hopefully see you at the live Wednesday next week, 7:30 on Zoom. If not, make sure you tune in for the next class on YouTube. Thank you. Bye bye.